I had to always be doing this and shit. I had to listen for the steps and
I would never.
hey, hey, in the time of dial-up porn, you had to watch it.
See, that's how you got caught beating off. Oh no,
Hey,
that
Yeah,
was
for
Brandon.
real.
That
that
was
wasn't
Brandon that
me.
got caught.
Nah, I paid attention,
No,
but
that wasn't
shit,
that. Yeah, that was me. That was I was on some bullshit.
hey, taking chances. But that's how important it was in the
Yeah,
dial-up era.
I ain't never got caught.
Nah, oh
nah,
shoot,
fuck that.
The
he
ninja.
said he a ninja.
Shah!
You ain't an adult until you get caught.
Oh, then I'm still a big ass kid.
Shoot. Nah,
Fuck
I,
you,
I,
mean.
I
You
did
gotta
get
get
called
caught.
by an ex. I definitely got called by an ex.
Oh yeah, you did say that.
Yep.
That's funny as fuck.
Hey,
It fucking be like that though.
But no,
it shouldn't
I'm
be.
not beating off in the living room and on the couch. That's not why I fell asleep with the phone in my hand, bro.
Hey, we
Yeah,
don't
all
judge
right.
here at the NCP. We don't judge here, bruh.
Whatever you want, nigga.
Right. That's your house. You pay the bills. King.
Okay, but still, no.
Oh shit.
I got
You pay
kids
them
running around
bills.
that house.
Aw.
Oh shit.
I'm not going
No.
to jail and then traumatizing myself and my kids. No,
How bad you want the nut?
not that goddamn bad.
Not that bad at all.
Weak.
Call a nigga weak because they don't want the nut that bad. It's fucking hilarious.
You ain't no real man.
No,
want to
yeah,
get cold.
not that real. Nah, I'm fake.
You ain't no real man.
You're right. I was just thinking, like,
She's
man,
right.
what if my daughter just got up and had to use the bathroom or whatever and just walked past the living room and that will traumatize me for like ever.
You.
I'm
Yeah,
not.
you.
Yeah,
You. Shit, not you, her.
right. Both of us. We can
Shit,
never
it
look
is
at
what it
each
is.
other again.
Say,
It is what it is.
yeah, I would just let that relationship go.
Yeah.
Well, sorry, I'm not your dad anymore.
Basically, that's the mature way to handle it.
Tell her mama like, nah, she
Yeah,
can't come through no more.
yeah, that's your kid now.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. Well, either that or we got to give her up for adoption. It's one or the other.
This is some wild shit to start off.
I know people are like, "What the fuck are they talking about?"
Oh shit!
They didn't provide context or nothing.
Nothing.
No,
Uh,
not supposed to. I got two dumbass things. Hold on, before we do that.
what's up?
Welcome to episode 57 of the Normal Convos Pod. I am your host, Brandon, aka the Podfather, aka Brandonce, aka Perfect Family Man, aka Soccer Father, aka Not So Basketball Father, aka Pod Shiesty, aka Pod Wave, aka Potty Rich, aka Bus Stop Brewster, aka DJ Chef Boy RB, aka a whole bunch of other shit that I'm not going through. And we are here with another episode. I'm here with my guys, of course, my brothers, my business partners. To my left, of course, at least as far as you niggas know, to my left, I got my nigga Bobby.
Yeah, this Bobby, aka Bobby Drake.
The motherfucking nice man.
There we go. AKA Aries the God, aka the graphic shirt God in this motherfucker, aka the reference God, aka God, aka what's my name today? What I changed it to today? Mr. Underground. Yeah.
Facts. That's facts right there.
I change it every damn week if y'all ain't noticed. I change my AKA every week. AKA Pod Main, King Petty, Deacon Petty Wop, Petty White, Petty Spaghetti, AKA a bunch of other shit. I got a bunch of AKAs. AKA the AKA King. How about that? The AKA King.
Facts.
I like
That's
that.
Facts. You got hella.
Yeah.
And of course, my guy E over there looking good in his crib shit.
Oh yeah.
That's wild. Pause. Looking good. He looking good, bro.
I wasn't going to acknowledge it, but I was just like,
Hey,
nah, fuck that. Don't let that shit slide.
nah, fuck that,
But-
nigga. You look good. What's up?
that's what's up. I appreciate that from a blood being able to give that compliment.
AKA the dancing
That's
blood.
in blood.
Oh man, yo, what's going on, y'all? This your boy Everett, aka Mr. Tell It Like It Is, aka as somebody reminded me this morning, the medium shirt daddy. That's right.
Facts.
AKA
Facts.
the mother and the daughter can both come, but if the daughter wants two more, so we'll get her. AKA
Look at these nipples.
look at these nipples. AKA Everett Rowland.
What?
I like that better. I like that better.
I do too. I am Everett Rowland.
Instead of Keverett.
Hey.
Oh, okay.
Everett
so
Rowland.
yeah,
I like that.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I
Oh
like
yeah.
that. Everett Rowland. I'm down
Everett
with
Rowland. Yeah, a whole bunch of other ones I can't remember, but y'all probably do. And go ahead and
Facts.
fill them in or write them in the comment section. Or
Yeah.
what you think the next one should be. Write it down below on the pod
that.
page.
Yeah. And while we there, shout out to the viewership on YouTube. Like, share, subscribe, enable your notifications. Shout out to our listenership, Spotify, Spotify, Apple Music, Pandora. Where else we at?
Podcast.
iHeart, Google Podcast,
Google.
Stitcher, Deezer, all that type shit. Like, share, comment, rate, subscribe, all that shit.
Good pods.
Hey, did you say
We are
SoundCloud?
here. SoundCloud. How can I forget SoundCloud? That was the
All right,
first place.
that's
we
where it
was at.
started. That's where it
Yeah.
started.
That was the first place we was at. And later on we'll we'll kind of get into the meat and potatoes of our shit. But let's start today, as we start every other week, with Brandon's bullshit.
Hey,
I heard bullshit.
I got two bullshit stuff, right? So my first one is, I kind of want to, now that we grown, let's keep it 100, right? So
okay.
now that we grown, I want to interview a nigga that was hooked on phonics.
Let me cover up my cup.
Y'all remember those fucking commercials?
Call 1-800-ABCDEFG.
Hooked on phonics. Y'all remember the Hooked on Phonics commercials? I want to interview a nigga
No,
that
you
was
don't.
hooked on phonics, man. Yes, I do. Because I want to know if that shit actually works. I don't know nobody that was hooked on phonics.
All the niggas who got that are in jail.
I was gonna say something else to that, but I'm not. Oh shit! I really want to meet one of those niggas. Like, if anybody, if any of y'all was hooked on phonics, if any of y'all was hooked on phonics, man, hit my DM. Like, let's talk.
They are in prison.
Phonics work for me.
Let's fucking talk.
They are in prison.
Be weak at that shit.
No, y'all ain't know nobody that was hooked on phonics, though.
No. Who would publicly admit that?
Yeah, you do, Everett. Johnny and Pie.
Oh, the incest kids, the incest brothers and sisters.
I can only imagine they was in the slow class. No, I'm playing. Let me stop, bro. Let me stop.
You stupid.
It's possible. I mean, if you'll hump your sister, you'll probably do that. You'll probably need some hooked on phonics.
Probably get hooked on phonics. But now I really want to know that though. That's the first half of my bullshit, and the second half of my bullshit is, I don't know if y'all was paying attention, but a story came out over the weekend, I believe, or no, last week. At some point last week, like an interview or something came out that Ray J admitted that the sex tape was planned.
What?
So that's my thing. Does anybody does anybody really think that wasn't a business move?
I don't give a fuck if it was. Kim got a fat ass. I mean, that was cool.
Well, yeah, at least it was real back then,
who
though.
Who gives a fuck? Who cares?
At least it was real back then, though.
Yeah, well, I watched it and didn't give a fuck if it was planned or staged or spontaneous. I don't give a fuck.
It was definitely a business move. It was definitely a business move. I mean, not them shooting it or making it, but distributing it and capitalizing off of it and putting it out. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I mean,
that was definitely a business move.
I mean, it put their whole family on. They all owe her pussy.
Man. Wait, what?
Yeah. So, do y'all think?
It almost sounded like Everett said they all owe her some pussy, but he just said they all owe.
I mean, I don't judge
her pussy. I get it.
Obviously, you was besties with incest motherfuckers.
Hey, I don't. Hey,
this shit is wild, yo.
Super wild. But no, like, so my question would be, who was the draw when that came out? Because it sparked an interesting conversation in my mind when I got to thinking about it. Like, okay, it was a business move. You got fucking Kris fucking Jenner is the mastermind behind the fucking Kardashian / Jenner fortune. Okay, cool. It was a business move. But who was the draw? Like, Ray J was Ray J at that time.
Yeah, nobody knew Kim. Ray J was the draw. Nobody knew Kim then.
But motherfuckers did know Kim, though. If you was paying attention to that type of shit, if you was into like Paris Hilton and that social life shit,
they was friends. So she obviously
motherfuckers knew who Kim K was, though.
Yeah, but just for different reasons. Okay. Not like that, but at that time, yeah. But when that came out, shot her into a whole nother stratosphere.
Oh, I never heard of a Kim K.
Well, that's because we didn't follow that shit.
Yeah.
We didn't watch the Heels and all that Paris Hilton shit. Like, we didn't watch none of that shit. So that was all MTV shit. Motherfuckers that knew Kim K before the sex tape was people that followed that line of entertainment. We didn't, like, our community didn't give a fuck about Paris Hilton and all that social life shit.
Yeah. No.
So we didn't give a fuck. But she was still Kim. She wasn't, obviously she wasn't the Kim K she is now, but motherfuckers knew who she was.
Yeah, she had a name, kind of a name. I mean, just off Paris Hilton and running in that circle. Yeah. Like, you gotta forget, Paris Hilton did the same thing. Like, sex tape, boom. So you can't tell me that at some point she didn't look at that like, you know what? I'm ready to go to the next level. Let's just do this. And it did way more. I mean, Ray J had a name, but it did way more for Kim than Ray J. I mean,
well, yeah, but that's not the question. The question is, who's the pool? Was Ray J the pool, or was the pretty young girl the pool?
The pretty young girl is always gonna be the pool.
Yeah, but
I don't think so. I think Ray J was. I think
Ray J would have been a draw, but like I said, I didn't know about a Kim K at all. Like, so,
like when it came out,
I mean, Ray J had the name. Ray J had the name. I mean, that's Brandy's brother.
Yeah, he was still one wish sexy Ken out of. Like, we not gonna play with Ray J like that. Like, Ray J was still, he wasn't on top of the world as far as R&B, but that was still Ray J. Like, and that nigga's a sniper, just like the rest of the fucking sniper list. Ray J's on that fucking list. So Ray J wasn't gonna be fucking no bum bitch.
Are you putting respect on his dick?
It sound like.
We put respect on a whole bunch of niggas' dicks. If that's where we want to go.
Whoa.
Fuck that. If that's where we want to go, let's go there.
I don't want to. I choose not to. I do not want to. I don't want to put respect on dicks this morning. I don't want to.
That's what we do, though. That's why the fuck there's a sniper list.
That's not what we do.
Yes, the fuck it is. What do you think a sniper list is? You think that's putting respect on a nigga name or his dick? A sniper list is not because that nigga's cool.
Think of it from that perspective.
No, Brandon didn't think of it like that. Everett brought that topic up, or that way of looking at it. Everett brought that up. Brandon is just
sniper list
combating what he said.
I was not thinking about somebody else's dick. I was thinking about the chicks that they fucked, Bill. So
I wasn't either. I'm just saying the sniper list essentially is not putting respect on a nigga's name. If that's the way we want to look at it, we're putting respect on a nigga's dick. Nigga's on the sniper list because he fucks a bunch of bad bitches. That's not got nothing to do with that nigga's name. That's his dick.
Allegedly, I think he's a happily married man now. I don't know if we should have this conversation. Allegedly.
All right. There's literally video evidence.
That's in the past. He's changed. He's a better man now, right?
He said that don't count.
And he goes
to church. He goes to church now.
If I fake the orgasm, it don't count.
With you, Everett? He go to church with you? Y'all part of the same congregation. I mean, not the congregation, but the congregation is the people who listen. Who is the pastor and the deacon and the first lady? That's not
the first lady. That's the president, nigga.
The first lady.
Do they got a first lady in church?
The pastor's wife is the first lady.
Oh, okay.
Well, we don't go to church. We don't go to church. We don't go.
I didn't know that shit.
Yeah, I go to church. So.
I go to a different church.
You go to the church where they kneel all the time?
The women do.
I'm sick of your ass.
And they make sandwiches after services.
Bologna and cheese?
Absolutely not.
When was the last time you had a fried bologna sandwich?
About 20 years ago.
I ain't able
this nigga.
Minute.
Yeah. Bologna. I don't even like bologna. Probably about 1998, 1999.
Them fried bologna sandwiches used to slap.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, this nigga talking like he too good for bologna sandwiches.
I don't like bologna. I don't like it.
Nigga, put that shit in the pan with a little bit of oil. I guarantee you gonna like that shit. Get you some Grippos.
I ain't disputing it. I don't like bologna.
Too good for bologna.
I don't like bologna.
I don't like bologna either, for real.
Give me ham. That was my shit.
Nah, I can't do ham.
Give me ham.
I can't do ham. I do chicken breast or turkey.
Turkey too. Turkey. But bologna. Get that the fuck out of here.
What is this? A fucking Jimmy John's commercial? What y'all talking about lunch meat early in the morning?
We having normal conversations.
What y'all eat for breakfast?
Normal combos. I had waffles. I had Eggos. Let go my Eggos. That's what I have for breakfast.
Hey, oatmeal.
Talking about lunch meat.
Bobby a fucking hater.
Right.
I said I like the fried bologna. Y'all went into other shit. Nah, give me ham.
Or turkey. Or
chicken breast. Get you some buffalo chicken breast. Boar's head. That shit is, oh my God.
Hey, Boar's head is the shit.
What?
I don't like Boar's
head. We ain't shouting Boar's head out. They ain't paying us.
Fuck that. We shout them out, they might pay us. That's how that works.
Oh yeah, we'll sell out for meat.
I bet you would, Everett.
Fucking pause.
Nah, don't pause it.
We're talking. It's a whole lot of meat. A whole lot of meat talk here.
Meet the meat, there. I forgot where I was going off that Ray J topic. I actually did have something.
You said it was a business move. Who came up more? Do we think it was
the draw? Who's the
draw?
Oh no! So also not an original thought. I actually heard somebody else talking about this. Because when I see a topic that's in the news, I start searching for it on fucking podcasts. So I did see somebody talking about it, and they were the question came up. why didn't it work for all of the people? Like you mentioned Paris Hilton earlier. Like she fucked a normal ass nigga. Why she didn't blow up off it? You know what I'm saying? You got the Mimi Faust in it and that shit where they did it in the little hotel room.
In the shower.
Where they swore up and down with nobody. You know what I'm saying? It was personal and it was them, but you saw the camera moving.
Well, it's a whole. Didn't Vivid Video buy that or whatever? Didn't they sell that to Vivid Video? Some shit like that.
Yeah, that was a blueprint off of Kim K and them. Because Kim K, or let's say Chris, because that wasn't a Kim K idea. That was a Kris Jenner idea. But they sold that. The Ray J and Kim K shit was Vivid.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, everybody started going to Vivid for their sex tapes, thinking they was gonna blow up and become Kim K.
And you just answered your own question. It just like everybody's doing it. It became like the mixtape thing. Like everybody's doing it. Like it's not gonna work for everybody. For one thing, Kim was brand new. She was fresh to the game. Ray J had a name. It was different. Now, I mean, Mimi, come on now. Mimi and the I don't even remember dude's name.
I don't either.
Some Love and Hip Hop dude.
Cares.
Some Love and Hip Hop nigga.
After that, it just became like okay, I got one too. Here go one too. I remember Eve and Stevie J's came out.
Yeah, I remember that.
No, I remember that.
And I don't even know if you can consider that a sex tape if you're saying I don't know.
He was finger popping her. That was it.
Was Black China the trashiest one though?
Oh yeah, her head game.
Never seen it. Never seen it.
You ain't see that? You ain't missed nothing. That head game tritted it that. She act like she was scared of the dick the whole time. Like, nah.
Never seen it.
Suck my dick like that. I'm gonna punch you in the face.
It was a whole bunch. Matter of fact, I think Benzino had one. I think the whole Love and Hip Hop cast was just putting them out.
Everybody wanted to be
That sound about right. That sound about right. But no, like it's just funny. But yeah, we could get off that shit. That was, that was the scope of my bullshit for this week. I ain't really got nothing else on that. But let's get into this fucking episode, man. First off, how was y'all weeks, man? How y'all doing?
Busy as fuck. I'm exhausted for real.
Jesus Same, Christ,
man.
Same.
Been doing too fucking much, especially within these past like 2-3 days. Nah, I ain't trying to drive shit. Don't ask me for shit today. Fuck everybody. I'm gonna pick up the kids today, and then I'm dropping their ass off at home, and motherfuckers better not ask me for shit. I'm resting today.
I feel that. I ain't got no rest. No rest for the weary. Nigga. My fucking weekend been crazy.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, me too.
Never mind.
I've been dropping off kids too.
That's a much nicer, busy weekend.
Right, motherfucker.
Been dropping off kids too.
I have fucking we had tournaments this weekend. I know, right? We had tournaments this weekend, man. So we got tournaments for the rest of the season. I don't know if you want to do that. You might catch herpes.
Wait, what?
Whoa.
Damn, you just go say your man's got herpes and shit.
Right, like I mean, you really try to be controversial here,
man.
Just spreading narratives. See what
right. Clearly,
you don't do that to the whole team, bro.
Man, we got to edit that out. We got to edit that out.
You can't. It's live.
We can't edit that out.
We gonna edit it out.
Shit else no more.
We gonna edit that out.
The audio niggas ain't gonna hear it.
Man, that is not cool, bro. Not cool.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that was some bullshit, B.
Hey, it be like that sometimes. I told y'all niggas what type of day I was having.
Oh yeah, well, don't say shit else to Brandon then. Shit, goddamn.
Right, shit. He throwing out STDs on people.
Right.
Shit.
You don't wish
STIs.
that.
Politically correct, sir.
All right.
I did. No, I read an article the other day that said
Ever had herpes? Apparently,
no.
No, I'm playing.
That said, it's a very slight chance that AIDS can be passed through heterosexual sex.
What?
Like if you got HIV or AIDS or whatever, it's a very slight chance that it can be passed to the next person through heterosexual sex.
Very slight.
Yeah. I don't know how true it was. I'm just saying. I read the article.
How you think people? There's a question I want to ask, but I can't really ask it. But
it's mostly butt stuff.
And that's what I was going to say. Like,
yeah, like I think the reason that it said it was a slight chance because most heterosexual sex is penis and vagina, not butt stuff. So I think that's where the slight comes in. I don't fucking know. I'm not like, if I wish I had our drops. We don't know shit, but it was just the article I stumbled on.
I don't want to get canceled today, so I will withhold what I think.
Nah,
morning, Jessica.
Wrap your shit up. Don't listen to that damn article. Don't listen to that article. Wrap your shit up.
Right, see, Jessica, understand. I'm just spreading awareness, man.
I don't want to take that chance. Wrap your shit up.
Yeah, definitely wrap that shit up, though. I don't know why people out here still going raw, but it's whatever. But no, let's get into the fucking episode, man. Let's get into the fucking episode.
30 minutes later.
I know, right? So what was this last week? This actually a lot. Drake trying to take Bobby Crown, man.
Trying to. It's gone. It's gone.
Nah, he up there with me. He up there.
Man, he snatched that shit. He snatched that shit. Sorry, sir.
I ain't been saying shit I've been doing behind the scenes and shit. But yeah, I mean, he up there. He up there with me. He up there.
He up there with me.
He up there.
He up there with me.
He's up there.
That nigga might be like.
That's a move. That's a move I would pull. Definitely.
After this shit, yo.
Matter of fact, hold on. Let me round of applause for Drake first of all.
Especially like if I had the pull to do some shit like this, I would do it every single time somebody commented something negative on my shit.
Man, fuck dude get he should have brought Drake's son into that shit.
Absolutely.
He brought Drake's son into that shit. He opened himself up for everything. Pause.
Absolutely.
He opened himself up to that. He deserved it. I wouldn't even call it petty. I just call it the fucking right thing to do at this point.
Okay, so Bobby, why don't you
fuck you up too?
So Bobby, for the people that don't know, why don't you tell them what happened?
Ooh, gladly. Okay, so
he said, "Ooh, gladly."
So
he couldn't wait to be petty.
This is my shit. So last week or the week before? So Drake there was an article on Twitter, I believe, or Instagram or whatever. Drake had signed a $400 million deal, Universal, something like that. Something or the other. That ain't even the point of the story. So
no, real quick. Let's not breeze over that. We can get back to that.
Yeah, okay, you're right.
Let's not breeze over the fact that Drake just had a deal for $400 million. Yeah.
Reportedly.
400 mil that this nigga just signed a deal for. Now,
reportedly.
Reportedly, I'll take reportedly.
In our brain,
$400 million.
In our brain, since we have our conversations off camera, off mic, and all that shit, now like we think about shit a little different because we analyze the podcast that we listen to when we talk to each other. This is like the biggest 360 deal ever.
Basically,
it's a 360. Like
a few times over.
Yeah, like he didn't start some shit and made 400 mil off of it. That nigga just signed a deal for 400 mil, which means this is a 360 deal. I'm not going, I don't want to denounce it or, put it down or nothing. But this is a 360 is still a 360.
Does
it's
he
a lucrative
come out with
$360
$400 million after the deal is done? Does he pocket $400 million?
They didn't
the
say
deal
that.
is worth $400 million.
The deal is worth. Who knows? I mean, after.
Okay.
It's a deal worth.
It's like fucking Price is Right, nigga. This deal is worth $70,000, but you get like a car and a trip. Like none of that shit. Like some of that shit might not be cash. So
shit like that.
Yeah, that type of shit. Like it might be worth $400 million. He not pocketing $400 million.
Nah, I mean it's it encompasses a few things. It's publishing, it's music, it's rights to certain things. I'm sure it's some label funding for OVO.
Videos. Like it went down everything, or not everything.
Licensing rights. A lot of shit. I mean, it's a big money deal. I mean, Drake generates so much revenue. I mean, added up, I'm sure he's generated a few $1 billion in his career. So
yeah,
easily.
You could almost say it was either cheap or I mean, it only makes sense. And only somebody of his caliber could even be in the same conversation with those type of numbers.
He'll be the next entertainer and billionaire for sure.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I can't think of nobody outside of like a Jay-Z or a Diddy.
Yeah, and they already billionaires.
Or a Dre. I'm talking about like just artist wise.
I think Dre already a billionaire too, ain't
he? Yeah. Artist wise, this is different. Artist wise, yeah.
He might be. But
the next one. What's different about this is,
I'm surprised
he's doing this off of music. This is mostly music.
Solely off of music. Like Drake ain't out here putting out movies. He ain't out here like he dabbled in those OVO shoes. He dabbled in clothing for a little bit, but this is mostly music. He's getting a $400 million deal off of music. That is hard to do nowadays.
Because music, most artists don't make money off of music.
Well, we grew up in a Napster area, so we remember when music didn't have money in it. There was no money in music at all. It wasn't just rap. There was no money in everything.
There was.
Napster was fucking that up.
It started to, but at a time, you figure CDs used to be $20. There was money in it. Now what cut the artists off? Different. They've always had to tour to make money. I mean, we knew that since the old blues artists. Little Richard told us that in the 50s. So
well, yeah, but notice all the people that told you that were black, so we're not gonna go there, but you ain't never heard a white person say that they got a tour to make their money.
I have, but I mean the music
that fuck with fuck with niggas all the time.
I would never call him Posty
or M that fuck with niggas all the time, or Jack that fuck with niggas all the time.
What I'm saying is,
did Taylor Swift ever say she had to fucking tour to make her money?
She's had some issues with music. I think we discussed that.
Issues, all right. She's still fucking.
Yeah, she had issues with. Right. She had issues with ownership. She didn't have issues with money.
Look, Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, they had issues. Even Britney Spears had issues. I mean, it's an ownership game. Ownership, royalties, splits. The deals aren't in your favor. So for Drake to be able to pull this off of basically just music says a lot. I mean, I'm sure he's like the most streamed artist. I mean, in the CD era, selling CDs, obviously. I mean, he's just he's been on a run. He's been on a run, and I don't see it stopping. It's been what, 12 years now? I don't see him slowing down anytime soon.
Anytime soon, no, definitely not. He ain't going nowhere.
Like,
I'm back. My bad. No, let's I ain't mean to cut you off like that, Bobby. I just felt like we had to dive into the 400 million. Get back to your petty shit.
Well, that's all good. Somebody has said something about Drake, Drake's son chilling with ghostwriters and all that. So Drake did some petty shit. Found a guy on Instagram or Twitter or whatever. Found out that he had a wife or a girlfriend, and he DM'd his chick and told her she needs some excitement in her life. He did the whole shebang. He followed her, all that shit. It was just talking shit about her dude or whatever. Honestly, I believe that's what the fuck he get. That's what he get for real.
Yeah.
You know the fucked up part about this? The day before I saw that fucking story, I was gonna post a meme about Drake on Twitter because I'm trying to be more Twitter friendly now.
Yeah.
So the meme was gonna go. Remember when on Barry Bonds he said, "I think you kind of lame if you still wearing braids," and that goes out to every rapper except Trey. And then I was about to put also Drake.
Yeah.
Facts. I saw that story. I was gonna tag him in it just to be petty because I'm like, he ain't gonna respond to me. He's not gonna care.
That could have been you. Could have been you.
I saw that story. It's like, no.
Yo, if you would have called me and said Drake fucking DM'd your girl, nigga.
Oh shit.
Oh God.
Oh my God. So we in the car when I asked her, like, what would you do?
She gonna go.
Like,
She going.
I can't even be mad at her.
She just shut up.
You better go and you better bring some money back.
She just go. She just gone. You ain't gotta bring me shit back. You can just go.
Oh no, bring some money back and then you can go. So
fuck it.
I was I read up a little bit up on it. So they Shorty went to Reddit and like told the whole story basically. And she was like, I've been a big Drake fan for so long and blah 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 blah. And he's never been a Drake fan ever since the Quentin Miller stuff. And because that was the comment. Said your son should be playing with ghostwriters or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
And he was like, Shorty was on Reddit, was like, he's never liked Drake and blah, 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 blah. So when he DM'd me, we took, I wish I had my drops because I don't feel like clapping right now, but I want to give it up to them for their business acumen. These motherfuckers that made like $15,000 in like 4 days, bro, doing interviews about Drake DMing his girl.
Hey, like that's what era we in.
Damn,
nigga, capitalize. $15K in a couple days.
Yeah, they got merch.
Yeah, like bro, that shit is dope as fuck. Like Drake just put them niggas on. Like even if it's only for a little time, like people ain't gonna care about this in a month. But
so he basically he gave him a feature, right?
Yeah, he put the Drake stamp on it. Like I know Drake,
he didn't,
and I understand. I think Drake full-fledged understood exactly what he was doing. He knew good damn well once he DM'd that girl, either she was gonna post it or her man was gonna get mad and he was gonna post it. And now we're talking about Drake DMing some girl for whatever petty ass reason, but we're gonna be talking about this for at least a week. Drake knew what the fuck he was doing. Now, what's gonna piss me off?
Drake was flexing.
Yeah, for sure.
Above all else, he was flexing on some petty
shit. He was.
I could take your bitch if I want to, bro. Don't.
Hey,
I'm not just anybody.
I ain't mad at him. I mean, we saw in the news a couple months ago he did it. If y'all remember that story, he did it. So
you did what? What?
You don't remember the story about the couple that broke up? They were she went to work with Drake and they messed around or whatever. And the husband, he wrote like this long crying paragraph on oh yeah. Yep, he so Drake broke apart a 8-year relationship because he I mean he flew her out to work with her. And
he definitely worked with her.
He worked her, huh?
He definitely worked with her.
So he knew what he was doing. I mean, but all in all, it came in the spirit of him standing up for his son. I mean, you don't talk about people's wives, their children, and probably their mothers.
Right.
Right.
You know, you got to be prepared for whatever comes behind that if you choose to do that. I think people will think now before they do this, maybe, but then again, we're in a clout chasing era. People will probably do it just to see if they can get this to capitalize and make some money off of it too. But just in general, don't talk about people's kids and their families. It's just in bad taste. Just
the only time that's acceptable to me and to me only, and that's because I love rap, is in rap beef. If y'all on wax and y'all spitting bars at each other, and you can say whatever the fuck you want to. I don't. That's just me. That's just me. That's a personal thing. That's not.
I don't personally agree with it, but I understand.
Same here.
All fair and love and war. I do not personally agree with bringing kids into it. Anybody else, I guess, fair game, but kids really can't defend themselves for real, and they don't understand these adult situations or why they're in them, things of that nature. I don't agree with bringing kids in it, but then again, like I said, I don't agree with it, but I understand. All's fair in love and war, and if you're gonna be on that, you gotta hit them where it hurts. You gotta hit them where it hurts.
So, what do you consider kids? Because Joe Budden's son dissed him when he was still underage.
Come on, look.
It's not even the same thing.
I look at that as an internal family affair. They can diss each other.
No. That's not what I mean. I mean, like, what if somebody had dissed Trey, and that nigga had the ability?
Like I did diss Trey.
That's what I'm saying. But Trey had the ability to rap back.
No,
that's what I mean. Like what?
That's what I'm saying. I don't think Saigon should have did that, but
so that's what I'm saying. At what point do you not consider them kids?
Trey a basketball for you catch a little sucking dick in the bathroom stall. Joe went off on him, and I'm like, rightfully so. Like, you don't do that shit. Trey was still young. Like, Trey wasn't rapping.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying parents can't defend their kids, especially in rap beef and any beef. You can defend your kids all you want to. I'm saying, what's the limit for bringing a kid into it? Like, do they have to, are you saying like they have to be little, or are you just saying kids as in that's my child?
Kids as
in that's my child.
Yeah.
And it can just go so bad.
If your son is 25 years old,
I don't give a fuck how old my kids are. You bring my shit, Jesus Christ can catch these fucking hands over my kids. I don't give a fuck who it is. I don't care how old they are. You bring my kids up, it's on site.
I totally understand.
But see, that's where my disconnect is, because at some point, because y'all started your argument with they can't defend themselves. At some point, you get old enough to defend yourself.
Facts.
So if you bring up my kid and they're old enough to defend themselves, doesn't it like it's kind of like that? Damn, what's gonna happen when you gone, or what's gonna happen if you're not there to? You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay, let me counter your point with a question real quick, Brandon.
What's up?
I mean, Tyler old enough to defend himself, right?
Facts.
But don't you still look at him as a baby, don't you?
My baby, not as much, because I already, y'all know my mind work different. Like you two specifically. Not talking to the listeners, the viewership, none of that. You two niggas know my mind works differently. Once I reach a certain level with somebody, I look at them different. Tyler is still my child, and I still love him to death. But putting that's my baby shit on it, to me, and only to me, this is Brandon's thoughts, Brandon's feelings. Telling your child that's my baby, you're my baby, you're making them, like, having that on top of it just kind of, to me, diminishes what they're trying to become. Tyler's trying to become an adult. I'm trying to teach him how to become an adult. So for me to look at him and be like, that's my baby, like, that nigga is 5'10", a solid 175, can defend himself. For me to look at him and be like, that's my baby, for me, feels like it's diminishing the man that he's becoming. Like, I also think like that's my baby shit is woman shit.
I think you're putting the focus on the wrong word. I think you're putting the focus on the word baby, but the sentiment behind it is
the disrespect.
That's still my kid.
Right.
That's still my kid, and I'll still do whatever for my kid.
I will do whatever for my kid, but I sharpen the stick. I know how it pokes. So I don't need to, you know what I'm saying? I don't need to stand up for Tyler just because somebody said something about Tyler. Because I raised Tyler and taught Tyler how to stick up for himself. So I don't need to do that.
Okay.
I think a lot of parents feel the need to stick up for their kids. Instead of, I'm going to stick up for my kids, they feel that like they have to. That's my kid. I have to take care of my kid. Like, you don't have to do that as a parent. I don't know how we got here, but I love this conversation. Go ahead, E.
Wait a minute. Okay, I remember when I was
Sway. Hold on. Sway, come over to Normal Convos Pod Facebook or go to the YouTube, nigga, because I want to put that comment up, but I can't put it up when you watching on the other page.
Look, I think it was 02 where when Nas and Cameron was getting into it. Cameron said about Nas' daughter, he said, "I'll take your daughter, R. Kelly, have my way with her face."
He should die.
Bruh, do you remember that? I remember damn.
I remember that, and I remember thinking he should die for that.
Take your daughter, R. Kelly, have my way with her face. What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
He said that to Nas, right? Destiny was still a minor.
He said that about Nas' daughter. I couldn't believe it.
And I'm not putting nobody down for that at all. Like, what I said is what I said. That's how I personally feel. I'm not saying that you shouldn't take up for your kids. I'm saying that there are instances where your kid gets to an age to where they can respond and you don't have to. People feel that need to take care of their kids or to defend their kids. I'm just saying, like, I guess my argument is more based on age. There becomes an age where your kid can defend themselves and they don't need you to speak up first.
Of course, but down the line, that's irrelevant down the line, at least to me, not to discount what you're saying. But right now, if you and I get into it and I say something about your child, you're not just going to be like, well, I don't have to say nothing because in 10 years, my child can defend themselves. You're not going to do that.
No, not at all. Not at all. I agree with y'all original sentiment. Like, that first sentiment, I definitely agree with. Like, there is a certain age where I'm going to defend my children regardless of what you say, because they're not at the age to defend themselves. Like, my thing is I don't know. It's weird. Mine is a sliding scale. There is a certain time where every single time I'm going to take up for my kid and I'm going to defend my kid no matter fucking what. And then they get to an age to where it's like, yeah, you said that to me, trying to demean my kid, but my kid got, you know what I'm saying? I sharpened the stick. So I know that, like, this nigga about to get with you. Like, I don't need to step in because I know this nigga about to get with you. Like, there reaches a certain age where that, you know what I'm saying, rings true for me.
Okay.
That's just me, though. That's just me.
I mean, I get it. I get it.
I don't remember what topic we was on either.
The Drake thing.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. That took us there?
I get not having to defend your kids or whatever. I sharpen the stick. I know how I poke. I get that. But I don't give a fuck how old my kids is. You know what I mean? I see them fighting. I'm jumping in. Fuck that. I don't have to defend them, but fuck it.
I'm gonna let that nigga take his ass beating. You either gonna win or you lose. If you getting jumped, it's different. But if it's a 1-on-1 and you getting your ass beat, then you just gonna get your ass beat. You gonna take that L. I took L's in my life. You gonna take yours.
Okay.
Once
they like
no look, and some of this shit is
why they kids now they gonna have to learn to take L's.
Yeah, a lot of this shit is interior, like it's inside me, and I'm not gonna dive deep into why. But if you are always there to jump in and save your kids, then
it's inside me, and I ain't gonna dive deep into why.
Yo.
Thank y'all for watching episode 57. We fucking these niggas bad. If you are always there, especially no matter the age, if you are always there to be your kid's safety net, then they are never going to learn how to face
adversity,
how to face struggle without you.
I get it.
I never want my kid. Like, I want my kids to know that they can count on me if they're at rock bottom, but I don't want them to depend on me when they're at rock bottom.
Okay.
You can count on me, but you can't depend on me. You can't depend on me to fight your battles. You can't depend on me to come save you when you get in some bullshit. You can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to raise that. I don't want to instill that into my kids when they get older. So, like I said, I do the work early. I do the work early as fuck. That way, when they get to 16, 17, 18 years old, I can tell them, like, hey, look, yeah, that motherfucker said something crazy to me about you, but you old enough to say something back. Like, I've never held you back from speaking your mind. So don't feel compelled to not speak your mind now. Because when you got an issue with me, you speak your mind. Now this nigga said something about you. Go say something to this nigga. Like, and if you know what I'm saying, if it go further than that, then it go further than that. So let's move into our next fucking segment.
Yo.
Who want to do the intro?
I'll do it.
Let's go, Bobby.
All right, so we got a special guest today for y'all.
Yo,
we got my guy. Y'all may have heard him on Rock the Bills. My man got a few different names. He goes by the Beat Creator. He goes by he went by Dion Tarantino. But for now, let's welcome our guy to the show. Dion Can Rap. Let's get.
Hey.
What's good?
What's poppin'?
Welcome, sir.
First of all, welcome and thank you for showing up.
No doubt, man. Sure. I just had to make sure my shit was working on my end, you know.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Do we gotta get Dion some AKAs? Well, yeah, AKA Dion.
He got enough AKAs by himself.
You know, it's DCR, Dion Can Rap, Dion Tarantino. I started off as Life, you know what I'm saying, in high school and shit. All my niggas call me Life. The Beat Creator is actually my producer. He uploaded the last tape, so that's why it's found under the Beat Creator. That's not my name. That's him. That's Sean Taylor.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Shout out Sean Taylor because them fucking beats was hard. So
yeah, man. DJ and producer for Mood. I don't know if y'all hip to the the group Mood.
Yeah, legendary group in the city.
Yes, sir, man. Shout out, man, to them. Shout out to Tay, man. Tay showed me a lot of love, man. Shout out to Tay.
Yeah, for sure. So where y'all want to start?
Yeah, so we had like a little structure for the interview, which we wanted, like a way that we wanted it to go. But you know, for respect for your time, why don't you tell us a little bit about how you came up and how you started?
Man, I guess I started, you know what I'm saying, just from hearing rap, hip hop from my uncle's perspective, you know what I mean? We was 5 years apart, so I had that young ass uncle that was like damn near like a big brother. So whatever he was into, it kind of
don't be a menace.
Down to me.
Don't be a menace, uncle.
Yeah, for sure. that was like we used to always joke about it. Like, man, when you 25, I'm gonna be 20. We gonna be in the club drunk as hell, like
together. Like this, my uncle, nigga.
Yeah, for sure.
Type shit.
Okay,
So that was like, so I mean, if I could put a year on it, it was probably like, honestly, I started falling in love with hip hop around like 90, 91, 92, young as hell, like, you know what I mean, like 5, 6 years old, and I ain't never been able to get rid of that bug.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, I'm
damn, so I'm still the youngest nigga on here. How old are you, Dion?
34.
Oh shit, so yeah, we right the same age then. Okay. I'm about to say, damn, I just keep being the youngest nigga everywhere I go.
Well, I'm
that's
glad
how I feel. That's how I feel. I got all the OGs and shit. All my niggas is really OGs and shit, man.
Real shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Real shit.
Did you say you from Evanston? I think I heard you say it on the track.
I feel like I'm from everywhere in Cincinnati, man. I claim certain neighborhoods because that's where my foundations were. Evanston is where my father is from and where I spent a lot of my time with that uncle I told you about. That's where I spent a lot of my time with. My grandma still stays there to this day.
Okay.
And that area, that part of town gave me the game for real. You know what I mean? That's where I learned how to maneuver in the streets and shit. So I'll Evanston will forever be a part of me. You know what I mean?
Facts. What shit. When'd you write your first bar?
I wrote my first bar, man, probably at like age 5, some shit like that.
You remember any of it?
Yeah, it was just so simple. It was D to the E to the O to the N.
Oh wow!
You better go ask your friend. Yeah, that was
that's reflective of that time period too.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's definitely reflective of that time period.
I used to spit that shit to all my cousins at every family get together. They thought I was the dopest nigga ever. Especially the girl cousins.
Facts. Did you have anybody in your family that rapped or that was like deep into music or something, or was it just like
just your uncle?
You and your uncle?
My father, he was into the music. He actually used to record songs and mess around in the studio with L.A. Reid and Babyface when they were here. He didn't take music serious, so he didn't go far with that. My grandfather, which was my mom's dad, Robert Banks, he was a part of the Cincinnati group Mystics. And they like a legendary R&B group. He was the lead singer. He ended up leaving the group for other endeavors because he was having kids. He was living like a rock star a little bit too early. So he wanted to step away from that to focus on, getting his life together. So, but yeah, the music has always been embedded. Like I said, my grandfather was in it. My dad was raised by a man named Paul Wilson who played the guitar and was in groups with the Isley Brothers before they was, actually the famous
before
Isley
they was
Brothers.
The Isley Brothers, right?
Yeah, right.
Zone 15.
Yeah, he'd be like, oh yeah, I remember that ugly nigga Ron. Yeah. R.I.P. to my grandpa, man.
For sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
All right. Okay.
So for me, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it over to Bobby here in a minute because, like, real shit, to give my nigga his props. That nigga found you organically.
Yeah.
And he put me in Everett on.
Absolutely.
So
I appreciate that, bro.
No problem. I appreciate quality music. Say what?
When Bobby found you, right? Like, if you see his name, it say Mr. Underground.
Right.
This nigga just finds underground rap. Like, I'm Mr. Underground when it come to R&B. When it come to rap, I have to give it to Bobby. So when he came to us, I'm like, all right, underground nigga, we ain't really know about this nigga. And he's from the city. So you know what I'm saying? Let me get up on this music. Nigga, when I tell you, I turned on Trillmatic.
That's my shit right there.
Me and Brandon was just talking about that Saturday. Like we was just talking about that Saturday when I was coming from your side of town. About that Trillmatic. Brandon.
How y'all feel about it, man?
That's the one, bro.
That is my shit. That's my shit. Hey, shouts out to the production. I mean, the way you just blended like the old school,
Yeah,
and then like updated the beats, like it just brought a certain feeling. And that's how we all came up. That's our era. I mean, no disrespect. That sounds bad, but your age, it's like I can tell that you grew up with a certain appreciation for lyricism. Like I know you came up in an era where like you had to actually have stuff to say. You had to have a delivery. You had to have content. You couldn't just go, because I'm sure when you started like recording in studios, you couldn't just go in there and bullshit. It was probably expensive, so you had to use your time wisely in there. So when you go in there, you want other people's time and dime. So and then you got real production behind you. So all that kind of blended in. Like, okay, like I'm getting the Nas feeling. I'm getting the '90s. I'm getting the bars, and I love the way you tell stories.
I wanted that album. The reason why I called it Trillmatic is the Trill. Of course, you know what Trill stands for. Being real and being authentic. But to me, Trillmatic was a tribute album to Illmatic. So that's what the Tri stood for in that situation. Trillmatic. I wanted Cincinnati to have a hip hop album that was timeless, like legitly timeless. Whenever you get to it, like you guys said, like it's like, where the fuck have I been? I wrote that. Yeah. I wrote it from a fan's perspective. I'm not an arrogant artist to the fact where it's like everything I write is hot. I sat back, I listened to Illmatic, I sat back and listened to Chronic, I sat back and listened just to classic rap albums in that specific gap of time for myself. And I listened to a lot of Tupac in that time too, recording Trillmatic. And that's what transcended, man. That's just what transcended. I felt like as a student of the game, it ain't hard. It ain't hard. If you have the talent to be an MC, it ain't really hard to cultivate a classic if you just don't overthink it. You know what I mean? Just make what you think is dope. Like I said, I wrote it from a fan's perspective. If I listened to it and I didn't think it was dope, or I thought the bars was mild, then it didn't make the album. You know what I mean? I had to listen to it from a fan's perspective. I couldn't just listen to it from, this me, this hot. You know what I mean?
You asked how we feel about it. Don't take this the wrong way, but I listened to the Deion Tarantino stuff. I listened to rap. I listened to DEON. But Trillmatic is by far my favorite. I hope you don't take that the wrong way, but I remember what was that song? The Cloth.
Yeah,
and he was talking about the dude who gave you the final call, and I was like, yo, I know exactly who you talking about up there on Seymour. Matter of fact, all three of us know. Y'all know the Muslim dudes up there on when we pass them on the 43. You know what I mean?
That's a part of Cincinnati. You know what I mean? If you moving around, you know what I mean? And they always got motivational, words for you. You trying to get through the green light. They like, hey, brother, let me speak to you for a minute.
The one energetic dude and the other dude, the dark skinned dude, he cool, but you could tell he militant. Yeah, I'm like, I know exactly who we talking about. So that was one of the things for me that made it one of my favorites. Like I could connect with the album for real. And like I was getting, and again, don't take this the wrong way, but I was getting like Cincinnati Nas vibes, like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, man, that album is for us, man. I wanted like niggas, like you said, niggas in this podcast, whoever watching this shit, I wanted niggas like us to have something to go listen to, man. Like we need something to listen to. And I take it as nothing but a compliment that y'all even making a comparison to Nas, man. Like, I remember when I started writing rhymes and back in middle school and shit, like I never thought I would even be on the level of nobody even comparing me to a Nas, bro. I thought Nas was like, he still is, but I thought Nas was the God MC. Like is no way I could, you know what I mean? Like I used to listen to Nas, like how the fuck did he write this shit? You know what I mean? So that's a complete like real honor to even be compared to that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, like I move around so much in my music taste, like it's kind of hard for me to find something that I really fuck with. And when I listen to that Trillmatic, kind of going on top of what they were saying, like
soon as Run come on,
like I know a couple of niggas, like I know a few niggas in Cincinnati that rap. So, you know, I got a couple albums here, a couple albums there that I really fuck with. And then like you get that, and just like Bobby said, like it was just little hints of shit in there where it's like if you not from the city, you don't know what this nigga talking about.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I feel like just like you said, you wanted something for Cincinnati niggas to like. If we had to have an album for us, like to me, you embodied that shit. Cause like even with the niggas I listen to and the niggas that I like hardcore fuck with, like they still make music for Cincinnati, but it's not Cincinnati based.
Yeah.
Like they shout Cincinnati out, they say Cincinnati, they say different neighborhoods or corners that's, you know what I'm saying, popular in the city and shit.
Yeah.
But like the imagery that you used to explain some of your shit was like, nah, this nigga lives and breathes Cincinnati. Like,
yeah,
I wanted us to have an Illmatic. Like everything that you saying is like when I used to read the Source magazines and Double XLs, when they used to describe Illmatic, that's exact. They was like, he took you to New York. You smelled the streets of New York. You know what I mean? Like when you put in Illmatic, you felt like you was in Queens. So that's what I wanted to do with Trillmatic. I wanted a motherfucker to go buy a Cincinnati hat as soon as after they listen to that shit. Like, you know what?
type shit.
I had to pull Cincinnati shit today just to represent, yo. You know
yeah, yeah. And hip hop is a culture that's beyond the USA. So you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
that's what I'm trying to represent. You know what I mean? Not even just Cincinnati, but they gotta know what we bring to the table. Cincinnati, like you said, we kind of lack a voice musically in the world. So
yeah,
we really do. And there's a lot of talented people in Cincinnati. You being one of them. I remember, I first heard you. I ain't gonna sit here and perp like I've been following you the whole time. No, I first got hip to you like last year, the year before. I heard you on Rock the Bells. I heard Like This. Oh, shout out to my homie Fame. Damn, I forgot to reach out to Fame to see if he can get on here. Shout out to Fame, man. That's my guy. Yeah, I heard that Like This, and I was liking the song already. Then I heard Straight Out of Cincinnati. I'm like, hey, what?
Yeah,
so I had to look you up. You know what I mean? And then found you on Twitter, and there it was from there. Like, and I listened to, like I said, I listened to rap and I listened to Destiny Elevating Over Negativity.
Yeah,
and I love.
I appreciate the listens, man. Like, I appreciate you notice the vibe switches. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I want every project to be different. It's gonna be somebody's favorite. You know what I mean? So I appreciate that shit, man. Yeah, I really go out of my way to have different lanes inside of hip hop, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. So
I mean, because that's kind of where it's going. That's kind of where it's going, though. Like, you can't just be a monolithic artist. Like, you kind of gotta go outside the box and be like, all right, I can do this. I can do this. I can do the melodies if you really want me to. That ain't really my bag, but I can do it. Like, if you want to put me on a track with this person.
You know what I mean?
I can out-bar this nigga, long as it's dope. Like, you can put me on a track with this nigga, and I can bar to bar with this nigga. I can punchline to punchline with this nigga. You know what I'm saying? I can get on track with this dude, and we can tell a story and intertwine our shit. Like,
that's
being able to do
rap supposed to be. You know what I mean? That's how the culture of hip hop stay fresh. You know what I mean?
And that's why the hip hop culture right now is number one. This is number one genre in the world. Yeah, everybody is taken from hip hop culture. So
they thought it was a fluke.
Yeah. So when you get into this shit, it's like, okay, if everybody's stealing from our shit, that's cool. But now everything you drop is gonna be under a microscope. It ain't no more. I can just drop this shit and whoever fuck with it. Whoever don't. It's what like motherfuckers gonna overanalyze every bar now because everybody is watching hip hop. everybody is looking for what type of production this nigga got, what type of 6-bar setups or this or that, or like is the album concise? Like niggas didn't give a fuck if the album was concise in the 90s and the early 2000s.
Nah.
Like motherfuckers was like throw that shit on there.
Yeah,
like,
just whatever. No A&R direction, no vision. Just throw it on there. Just put them out. Like they don't have to have no cohesion or nothing. But like another thing I like about you is everything fits together.
I'm trying to just have fun with this rap shit at this point. Like hip hop started to lack just. I feel like people just stop wanting to just have fun with that shit, man. Like it got hella serious. Everybody want to be drug dealers. Everybody want to be rich, of course. You know what I mean? Like money makes the world go round. So no knock to nobody that's what they about. But you know what I mean? It's more to life, is what I'm saying. Like, and that's the reason why I feel like this genre and what I'm trying to bring to the table is needed. You know what I mean? It's needed. Balance is needed. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Big facts. Speaking of which, I want to hear. I love the way you tell stories. I want to hear more stories from you. That these are that was my shit.
Yeah,
that was my shit. I ain't gonna perp to you.
Yeah, I'm heavy on the stories, man. I be trying to kick some stories, man. But the right records gotta inspire that. You know what I mean? Okay. I'm not a reacher. I don't really dig for tracks. If they come across my way and inspire that, then that's the direction I go. But I definitely want to give more stories. That's what hip hop lacks too, you know.
Storytelling.
Right. Yeah. So I don't even think I talked to the guys about this off air, but I kind of wanted to have all of us ask you. I know, right? I be thinking about shit when we get to talking to people, and it just kind of comes to me. So I kind of want all three of us to just pick a song that we just kind of fuck with, like hard, right? So for me, one of the first songs I heard, because the way I listen to music anyway, which is kind of crazy, I'll look at your album, I'll look at your track list, and whatever the track list name is, if it stick out to me, that'll be the first track I listen to. So one of the first tracks I listened to was Black Privileged.
You started off the album with that one.
That's last.
That's last. That's the last song on the album, man. I love that song too.
That was one of the, I look at track lists. I look at names and it's like, if it catch me, I'm just like real shit. When I looked at it, I was like, damn, where's this nigga going with Black Privilege?
When he flipped the script on white people with that one, I was geeked. I was like, hell yeah, like type shit. Like
a white woman, actually, that was a former teacher of mine, man. She ran across that song and that was her favorite song on the album. A white woman.
Rightfully so.
Because it was honest. It was honest about how you felt about shit. Like even with flipping the script, it was still an honest account of what Black people go through.
Yeah.
Or you know what I'm saying, what it would be like if we got the privilege.
Man,
right. And was diabolical and became diabolical with the privilege. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's something that they have to think about too. Like, I mean, like if we fucked y'all over, you know, how would you feel? Just, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So, and the reason that stuck out to me, right? So our platform is called Normal Convos Pod.
Right.
Our whole business model is having those conversations, one, in the Black community, but two, overall, about those conversations that should be had, that people don't, that should just be normalized. It should just be a normal conversation to have. And that's why it stuck out to me, because we always talk about, especially in our community, we always talk about, damn, what would have happened if we were the supremacists? What would happen if we would have enslaved these people? What happened if we were crazy? Or, you know what I'm saying? What if, like you said, what if we were the diabolical ones? What if the script was flipped? Like, we always have those conversations behind closed doors, or, you know what I'm saying, when we start getting into slavery and Black murder and all that type of shit, we had those conversations behind closed doors, but we never have them out in the open. So
it's a touchy subject, man. My wife is like, like a mouth published, for lack of a better term, in that sense. She was like, you got to be careful what you're gonna be saying in public in certain interviews and shit like that. And I'm just like, yeah and no, you know, because I mean that's what the world is lacking at this point too. Somebody that's just authentic and that's just able to say, if it's fucked up, it's fucked up. Like, what's wrong with me saying that? You know what I mean?
Everything ain't got to be PC.
And it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. They want to build you up. The gimmick is to build you up to look like perfection. So when you show a flaw, you fall from grace, and it's the biggest news. And they want you to act like so they can nitpick. You know what I mean? They want to set you up, especially the black celebrities. You feel me?
Yeah, we see that.
I mean, they want you to cross over. That's why they want you to do that. They want you to appeal to so many people.
And that crossover word,
and it's not gonna work. Weird. And it's not gonna work. I mean, there's gonna be people that fuck with you, and people that are gonna fuck with you. So, you know, it don't make. I mean, people don't really relate to people who seem too perfect. It just it don't work that way.
But the crossover word in general is kind of fucked up because with hip hop being the #1 genre in the world, I'm automatically gonna cross over because all y'all niggas is still in hip hop swag.
Right.
They still in our beats. They still in our fucking drum patterns. They still in our song structure.
What is crossover to an artist or a person that feels universal anyway? Crossover is just something that the music industry business put on some shit to try to make an avenue to make money. Crossover. If it's good music, it is crossover. You feel me? Like
it's like the pop genre. It's like the pop genre.
Period.
That's not a genre of music. That's just popular music.
Popular music.
Exactly. The music business fucks up the artists' minds where they feel like they gotta make a certain type of music to appeal to a certain type of person, when instead they should just be appealing to the human being. You know what I mean? And it's deeper than music. They separate us musically, so of course they're gonna separate us mentally and politically and socially and financially. You feel me? Like, it starts with music.
True.
That's why I fuck. It is so funny because that's why I fucked with that. Just the title of that Ross album, Deeper Than Rap. It's deeper than rap.
Yeah,
like it's way deeper than that.
I ain't got just one song. I got a few of them, but fucking Black Hair, The Tales, Bad Boy Vibes, Black Privilege, Like This, and Run. Like I fucked with all.
Run is the one.
Well, damn.
As soon as that shit come on, it's like he come on with the Bishop. I mean, bruh.
Because I always got a different perspective from that conversation. Like, a lot of people, especially in the 90s, I wasn't a teenager in the 90s, so I didn't look at Bishop the same way. But a lot of people glorified the I don't give a fuck, I die for nothing, and you know, a lot of people glorified that, and they did, and Q went over their head. A lot of people, you know what I'm saying, his character was really he was the coldest nigga in the movie because he wasn't about to be just influenced by anything. You know what I mean? Like, nigga, I'm my own man at the end of the day. I'm a part of this crew, y'all my niggas, but I'm my own man.
I'm my own man.
I'm trying to make shit happen for myself. You feel me? Like, and just in that perspective, I used to have a psychiatrist back in the day on another level, but Juice was one of the movies he played. And it showed me that you didn't have to be a part of the crowd. You feel me? Like, you heavily influenced by your peers, especially your niggas that you call your brothers and shit. Like, so when they want you to do some shit, you damn near down for whatever. But if you really tap into your GQ, you know what I mean? You get to separating yourself and really tapping into oneself and one's king, because he was really on another level than them niggas. He had an older female, you feel me? Like, he was a DJ. He already was known for real, but they was trying to play him on some kitty shit because they minds seen nothing but money and bitches. Like,
it was petty.
Yep.
Like, Juice is deeper than Bishop. Everybody loved Bishop. Yeah, Bishop was a crazy motherfucker, but he was just that. You feel me?
Yeah. All them hood movies is like that though. Like, if you kind of do the science on a lot of them hood movies, like, you start getting into some deeper shit. Like, I was having a conversation with somebody the other day about Friday, right?
Yeah.
So it was a part in there where Craig was arguing with Smokey, and he was like, "You run up and down the street all day playing.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody playing but you."
Playing with you.
Like as a kid seeing that shit, it was like, "Oh, that's you know what I'm saying." Like you can tell it's a serious point in the movie.
Yeah.
But it's like the older you get and you hear that bar, it's like, nigga, ain't nobody playing but you, nigga. It's some real niggas out here.
Yeah.
Like nobody playing in the streets but you, nigga. Like you need to get your shit together. Like I didn't understand that shit when I watched that as a teenager. Like now I'm 34 years old. I know exactly what the fuck he talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like I done been around enough. Like I done been around enough real niggas to know what you the only nigga playing. I know exactly what the fuck that means.
Right. You didn't ended up having to tell a nigga like, bro, you out here playing, nigga. Get your shit.
Yeah, like
right.
Like nigga, you fucking up.
Been a couple people I had to distance myself from because they still playing. And
Smokies, the Smokies of the hoods.
Right. And that ain't where I want my life to
go.
So.
It's a lot of them. It's a lot of them out here not taking life serious.
And that shit was ahead of its time, running off on the pack. That's really what he did.
Yeah, for real.
And it was some short shit, just letting you know you can die over some little shit. Niggas be running off on big shit, thinking it's all sweet.
Yeah,
that was some little shit. Man.
The real, if you really watch movies for what they were, you will learn the world for real, man. But most people just watch them for entertainment. It's and everything. You feel me?
Man, the older I get, the more I overanalyze everything, bro. Like, even on some, like, way off of this conversation, the first time as an adult that I rewatched Lion King and realized that fucking Simba and what's-her-face was brother and sister.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I'll be overanalyzing all type of shit now. Right, like, man. Getting older.
You silly like me. I told my wife that. I was like, man, I just realized, man, Mufasa was fucking everything, man. So they was all related. Like,
man.
They was all related. Like, they was all fucking siblings, bro.
Hey, man, get out of here, man. Get out of here, bro.
That's how my fucking mind worked, man.
Lion King incest, man. Oh, shit.
The Lion King incest.
It's actually kind of funny. We had so now, even knowing that your mind, you know what I'm saying, might work like mine a little bit, we was having a lightweight debate a few weeks ago about, does Disney sell happily ever after, or do they sell trauma?
They sell a little bit of both, and they started off selling a lot of, like, I say, like, male dominant type shit, where a female was just looking for love, nothing else. You know what I mean? Like,
knight in shining armor shit.
Right. They sold a lot of that shit in the beginning, but they starting to, I got kids, so they trying, man. The LGBTQ community, they on everybody's ass, so you gotta get your shit together.
For sure. For sure.
Oh, that fuck shit came canceled up, now. You mentioned LGBTQ. We canceled now.
We out of there.
We did that in a good way, man.
We out of here.
Did y'all watch that? That Turning Red movie with the panda?
No.
Oh yeah. I saw that.
Oh,
I saw that with the kids a few weeks ago. Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. Yo, motherfuckers went crazy over that shit.
Well, we ain't get to I don't think ever got to say what
yeah. We are on ever.
Okay. Well, shit. Look, you stole it, but Black Privilege and King of Queen City.
King of Queen
City was hard. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my shit. The Claw. Shit, Bobby named all the damn songs. But
I've been listening to him the longest though, so.
But I really appreciate how you closed on Black Privilege. Like, I thought that was important. It's like I said, you pay attention to certain things, and cohesion is something that I look for. Like, I don't think it would have made sense to put it anywhere else. I think you made it a point. Am I right or am I wrong to close on that?
No, that was a fact. That's a fact. I wanted almost the last song to sound like the first song, if that made any sense. Like it arguably, like he did, like he listened to it first, so that kind of set off the album to a different energy for him. But it still came in full circle. I still wanted, like, however you choose to listen to it, I did want it to feel just like a beginning or end, regardless. You know what I mean? It had to be the final or the beginning, and of course, Run. It couldn't beat out Run for the first track.
So. Run was fucking crazy. I had to listen
to it top to bottom. I figured he sequenced it that way for a reason. So,
look, I got a question for you. Hold on, I got a question. All right, let's say Bobby hadn't put us on, and we came to you first. What's one song you would tell us to listen to get to know you? If not a full project, like, okay, he just said check him out. Didn't tell us what to check out. We just, went to Spotify and just went. But for you, what would you have told us or me or just anybody? Look, this is who I am. But you should start here. Start here. It don't.
I think the album Trillmatic itself would answer that question. But if I could pick a song, I was glad that you said King of Queen City. I think King of Queen City would be the song that I would ask them to check out, because I took a different approach than most would take of saying they're the king of one city. I wanted to make everybody that's like me feel like a king. You know what I mean? We all kings up from the Queen City. You feel me? Like, so if you relate to that song, that's one of my most personal songs. So if you could relate to that, then shit, you just like me. I mean, that's what I make music for, just to translate for the people I can't reach. You know what I mean? So yeah, that would definitely be one. Just because of the vibes, man. The vibes.
Okay. Yeah, because
that was definitely one. That was up there for me too.
Oh yeah. My bad. The Cloth too, for sure. The Cloth is one, because the Cloth is actually inspired by something that my cousin used to always tell me. Anytime he used to come around, he used to be like, "Man, you cut from a different cloth, man. We cut from this cloth. You feel me?" Like, yeah. He always would say that shit. So that song was kind of an ode to him.
Okay, then that's what's up. Want to shout him out?
Yeah, man. My cousin Dante, man. You know what I mean? He was part of a group called the Storm Children. They was an underground Cincinnati group at one point. People might have heard of them. I don't know. But yeah, Storm Children.
Okay. So right now, outside of yourself, who would be your favorite Cincinnati artist?
I was just besides my guy next to me, man, Cypher the 360. He make a lot of hip hop music, and it's hella dope. Besides him, that's Cypher the 360, by the way. But besides him, my boy Kyrie BTB. I was just talking about him. Kyrie BTB, Fentanyl Frost. My nigga Kenny Wayne. I'm kind of stoned, so I hope niggas that watch it don't be like, damn, he ain't say my name. But my nigga Kenny Wayne, you feel me?
Yeah, he was on the album, right? Which album was it? I was just listening to it.
The Dion, the DEON one. Yeah, Kenny Wayne. That's my guy. And really, I give everybody a listen, but those are the guys, those are the names that's standing out in this moment. So no disrespect to nobody I didn't name, you feel me? But those are the guys.
On the head, not the heart.
Shout out my guy Mufaro.
Shout out Mufaro.
Because these niggas don't never mention me. So at the end of the day, it is.
Oh, don't worry, nigga.
But it's cool. We found you anyway.
Yo, yeah, you are officially part of the conversation, so you are forever in Normal Convos pod history. So, nigga, we'll be shouting you out on a regular basis.
Of course.
Love, man,
anyway.
Yeah, you part of the conversation now. So, this question is up to you, Dion.
Yeah, it's up to you.
Say, can we get a freestyle? completely up to you.
All right, I got something like, yo, my name's topic of conversation. Be careful commenting, all my shooters anonymous. Shark in the water, piranha like how we slaughter men. Rappers, I father them, split them like King Solomon, Malcolm Shabazz. It ain't no doubt I'm a blast. Yay with the Louis bag, I'm out of your class. My name Dion can rap, so you don't have to ask. You Al Pacino, Scarface, I think I'm more Brad Jordan. Ghetto boy, how I started, just a pen and pad. Sick with the mass COVID, 6 feet for your coffin. She eat me up, did she leave? And that dine and dash, I told her, picture me rolling, bitch, photos last. Something like.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
So when the next one coming out?
My God.
Oh man, I'm trying to have something out, man. But before the end of the summer, I don't want to put a date on anything. But When Rap Was Life will be my album. I got a lot of things in the works. So y'all niggas just stay tuned, and everybody that's rocking with me, stay tuned, and we gonna make history for sure.
Just send me a message when you put it out, so I can.
I got you, bro. Hey, y'all locked in with me now.
So last thing before we get, if you still got a little bit of time, we can kind of get into, you know what I'm saying, our regular episode shit. We can kind of end the interview portion. This is actually just a story. I was at I want to pick my daughter up from my mom's house yesterday, right?
Yeah.
So I'm talking to my brother, like me and my older brother. That's who put me on to a lot of niggas, right? So we talking. I'm like, who you that came up on recently, you know what I'm saying, that I ain't heard yet. So we kind of just swapping shit. He'll play a song, I'll play a song. I was like, actually, man, we interviewed a nigga tomorrow from Cincinnati.
Yeah.
He was like, all right. Because the way we do it, we like, don't tell me his name, don't tell me shit, just play the song. Right. So I turn on Run. And he listening to it, and you know, he started nodding his head. And he was like, oh, this nigga can rap. He was like, man, this nigga. He was like, this nigga can rap. Okay. Yeah. And he looked down at the phone. He was like, well, shit, there you go. Dion can rap. So it was just a funny story for me because, you know what I'm saying? Like you have, for you to have that lyrical ability, you have the perfect name.
Fact.
So if niggas hear your bars or your songs without seeing your name, and they like, damn, this nigga can rap, and then they look at it and see that shit, like it's like,
because I mean, like the name came just from being a Dion amongst another Dion, and it's like, you know, the Dion that can rap. You feel me? Like that's
okay.
Going back to what I always was known as anyway. You know what I mean? So, and then it's like it's a quote, it's a statement. If you never heard of me, it's like you almost want to be an asshole about it. Dion can rap. Let me listen to this guy. You know what I mean? So it's going to always draw somebody to, you know, tap in for real.
Yeah, that should work perfect for me personally.
Appreciate that, bro.
It did.
So I mean, if you got another like 20 minutes or so, our next topic was actually the Chappelle shit. Did you check the Chappelle shit?
I seen the highlight of an attempt tackle and then an ass beating.
Yeah. Dude, the fuck out.
Do I understand why? No, I don't understand why that happened. Dave Chappelle is forever a legend. He continued to be funny through adversity, and that's why he's the GOAT. I love him. I can't wait to go up there in Ohio. We already in Ohio, so shit. I need to go up the street, go perform, fuck with him one time for the one time. You feel me? And you know, that's the vibes, man. You know, Dave can't really do nothing wrong, man. It would have had to have been like somebody's grandma for them for him to fuck up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So when I looked at it, right, so I seen the shit happen, whatever, and now doing podcasting every week, I be trying to think of funny ways to intro topics, right? So that's why I say that at the bottom, because there's that running joke that Batman will fuck you up, break your arm, and then tell you now talk.
Man,
so fucking Batman, like that nigga arm would look like, you know what I'm saying? Remember that fucking Cat Williams kid?
That nigga had Steven Seagal Only Steve. I know a Steven Seagal arm break when I see one.
Facts. That nigga arm was bent backwards. Like that shit was nuts.
Definitely dislocated and fucked up. As they should have. As they should have.
His shit looked like a velociraptor wing. His shit was he had his shit on LV. Oh man.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Like, I looked at it like, like they did what they were supposed to do. Dion just said he didn't understand why it happened, but I'm like, we know Dave Chappelle, you know what I mean? He always been, pro-black, you know what I mean? And he a fucking legend too. And he's like, you know what I mean? It's like his security did the right thing. It's like protect this motherfucker at all.
The nigga had on jewel thief gloves. I don't understand.
with painted nails. Painted nails.
Yeah. This fucking like, and it's so funny because the deeper conversation for me anyway is like, is this going to become a trend? Like, I think so. Not is it going to become a trend? I think
as a performer, you're a performer,
right?
Right. So I think that them stopping this nigga out and making this nigga look like Frankenstein's monster.
They better start showing them Afro Man videos again. When he was beating bitches' asses off the stage. Don't do it. Yeah. Don't do it.
Well, I think is with the conversation anyway was I think them releasing that picture was intentional to show people, like, because you get the Will Smith Oscar shit. Yeah, well, not even that. Entertainers in general, because you get the Will Smith and Chris Rock shit, and then you turn around and a few weeks later, somebody attacking Dave Chappelle. Like, they didn't want this shit to become a trend. They didn't want this to become trendy. So they was like, we're gonna show y'all. We stomped this nigga out. Look what this nigga looked like. This was gonna happen to y'all if y'all keep fucking with entertainers.
It was intentional.
Man,
yeah, like they don't usually release those pictures.
That was silly, man. That was just silly, bro.
It came out, homie had a knife, like
so knife and a gun or some shit like that. Yeah, if he had a weapon on him, period, then he deserved everything he got. Like, what are you going after Dave Chappelle for anyway?
Silly shit. Yeah. I don't know, man. I really don't know. He looked like a man of color, of some type of color. I don't get it.
Yeah.
He looked a bit distracted, if you ask me.
That's what I think it was. I think he's got some issues going on mentally.
Black people
bought tickets to Dave Chappelle's show to go up there and tackle him and get your ass beat.
I looked it up. Yeah. Look, I looked it up. A ticket to just get in there is like $300.
I'm not wasting my $300. I'm not paying a nigga $300 to kick my ass.
And you ain't get to see the show. And you just out $300. And you probably got food or some shit.
And your arm on Twizzler.
Like the nigga made a joke right after that. Like the nigga was like,
thank God
that nigga was clumsy.
He was right back with it. He said,
that nigga said, want me to keep rocking?
Jamie Foxx come out of nowhere. And the sheriff pack.
That nigga is stupid, man. That motherfucker said, thank God that nigga was clumsy.
He said, nigga, I thought it was a part of the show.
Yeah, for real. Like, I think Dave Chappelle is just that type of person where at some point, fuck it, let's have somebody attack me on stage and then y'all stomp this nigga out. Like, it could have just been that.
He said a transgender male just ran on stage.
I didn't repeat the joke.
Yeah, I was about to repeat it.
Bro, Dave is hilarious, bro. He hilarious. I'm sorry, bro. He funny, man. We know Dave is funny.
Yeah, we know.
Because it don't come, like, the only thing for me, like, it don't come from a place of hate.
Yeah,
like, it never does.
It's so funny because some comedians.
I felt love in his stumps when he went over there and stumped that nigga. I was like, he had to let him know, like, you don't do this, you stupid mother. It's love in them stumps.
Yeah, for sure. But like, it's so crazy because, like, I understand some comedians try to be offensive, or try to have those offensive jokes and shit.
Yeah.
Like Dave Chappelle ain't never had to do that. Like that nigga just been funny his whole life. So I don't have to try to be offensive. Like I'm just saying what the fuck I think is funny, and y'all niggas get offended.
Right though. That's a fact.
Like, so it's like why out of all people, out of all of the fucking comedians, y'all want to attack Dave Chappelle? Like that nigga is like he damn near off limits in my book. He like right up there with like
he's like pretty much untouchable. He right up. You can't cancel his ass.
Like for me, he right up there with like Hove and Nas and you know what I'm saying? Like that nigga's untouchable. You gotta leave that nigga the fuck alone.
Right.
He is.
And that's what the security told dude. Like you gotta leave him alone. And that's how they treated it.
You gotta leave that nigga alone, man.
All right, man, fellas. I gotta go back to the family. I know my wife. Like, what the hell?
We appreciate you coming through, man. We definitely appreciate your time.
I'm gonna be a worldwide known artist and still have a wife that's like, hurry your ass up, nigga. That ain't gonna ever change.
Facts.
Of course. You better listen.
Before you go, man. You wanna shout out your socials where everybody can find you?
Yeah, man, for sure, man. Hit me up on everything, literally everything. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Deon Can Rap. DeonCanRap. Easy as that. Get at me.
Facts.
Tap in.
All right. We appreciate you, my G.
Appreciate you coming through.
Man. Shout out to my brothers, man. Normal Convos podcast, man. Hey, y'all niggas did y'all research. I love it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, nigga, when you drop, we calling you again.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you gotta come back. You gotta come back.
Yeah. One-time thing. We gonna treat this shit like family. You feel me?
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure.
Cause you know we fuck with you organically. This wasn't just no Hollywood industry type. Let's get him on here because he got something to promote type shit. Nah, I fuck with you real. So
nah, that's a fact, man. I appreciate the love, man.
Well, yeah, we appreciate you, brother.
All right, bro.
Safe out there, bro.
You too.
All right, yo.
Thank you.
Yeah. One.
Peace.
So we can move into something else real quick before we wrap up. And we're trying to change the way that we've been doing this because we've been kind of starting out with the sad shit. So we trying to throw it, somewhere halfway in. So we want to send a rest in peace.
Close with the sadness.
We can do some bullshit after this.
I'm playing. I know what you're doing.
But yeah, we want to send a rest in peace to Kevin Samuels. Prayers out to his fans, family, friends, children if he has any. I don't know. But yeah, like. First of all, rest in peace, of course.
Rest in peace, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like nobody thought that it was true when it was first reported.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, I thought it was a hoax. They kill people all the time.
Yeah. He didn't need that type of press though. Like, so when it came out, I'm like, all right, it might be bullshit, but out of all people, why kill him? You know what I'm saying? Like,
because he's controversial. People don't like him. People don't like him at all. They don't like the way he talks about women, shit like that. You know what I mean? So yeah,
but I'm gonna shoot this nigga some bail. I'm gonna shoot this nigga some bail because we all know that that's every spirit animal, but I'm gonna shoot this nigga some bail because. When Kevin Samuels was checking men,
spirit animal, it was no problem. Nobody
gave a fuck. Nobody cared when he was checking men. He wasn't viral. He wasn't Kevin Samuels. Like he wasn't the public figure.
Before Kevin you said this, I had no idea he was checking men. He started checking men.
He started out checking men.
Well, he was an image consultant, doing fragrance reviews, and then he just kind of moved into a space where he was talking to men about how they can improve themselves. I mean, look up clips. He was saying, "Oh, you fat and broke. How you deserve a woman?" Like, no one gave a shit. Men didn't hate him and weren't calling him a or whatever. Men just kind of took it like, oh
yeah, we just kind of roll with it. You know what I mean? And kind of
Hey, what's up, CL?
What up, CL?
Hey.
Oh yeah. Y'all got to tune in Saturday too. You know what I mean? We got a double header for y'all. Yo.
We got some real nice coming on this weekend.
Yeah, man.
That'll be up in a couple days.
Yep.
Yeah. We like real shit, CL. A lot of it's so funny because the narrative behind him was that he was bashing black women. It wasn't that he was just bashing women. It was that he was bashing black women. So there's a lot of black women that I know that flat out hated him because he was giving the same game to them that he was giving to men. Women just didn't like hearing that shit. So I don't really like
your mix.
Yeah, I don't know a lot of women that actually say that they even loved him, that even liked him, that even appreciated the type of shit he was saying.
I seen a clip the other day on Instagram where he was on his podcast, but he was like giving off, I wouldn't say positive. It was positive energy, but he was holding. I seen in the clip he was holding both genders accountable. He was like all that adverse shit, you know what I mean, with the women, you know what I mean, we leaving that in 2021. We uplifting women, we uplifting men, like we doing positive things. He said the gender war is over. We coming together. Like we leaving that shit in 2021. I'm like, oh shit. And he was never, it wasn't his message was never divisive. It was how can you be a better man? Shit.
Yeah, it was the message was how can you be a better man to better serve your woman, and how can you be a better woman to better serve your man? Now, I will agree the way that he presented that wasn't always friendly, but
no.
If you want to affect change, you can't be friendly. Change is not affected in a friendly way.
Hell no, nah. It never does. It's like freedom is not free. You got to fight for it, and it's gonna be ugly. I almost don't get it, man.
And free will is a myth. I had to bring that up.
I say I'm not even gonna go into it. But yeah, it's of course not. Society doesn't like those kind of people with that kind of tell it how it is. I mean,
yeah, because motherfuckers can't stand you, Everett.
That's fine.
I've talked to some people; they can't stand your ass.
That's cool. That's all good. That's fine.
Guess who they are?
I don't know.
Boy, see, and that's my same shit. Because the same people that's telling you that E is misogynistic and all that type of shit are 90%, I guarantee 98, 99% of them is women. Ain't no man getting on here and saying Everett is misogynistic. Everett is being mean to what? No, Everett is speaking fucking facts. Y'all just don't like the way he say it.
Right.
I'm sure some men out there that don't like what I say. They probably pee sitting down, and that's fine.
Fantastic.
We're gonna have to bring that back.
Yes, we gotta find a
way to Everett loves you too, CL. Everett loves you too, baby. But yeah, society doesn't like them kind of people. They don't like them kind of people.
Everett. I think she meant to put a comment right there. Everett, comma, I love him.
Whatever. I love me some CL. Yeah, society doesn't like people who kind of just tells it how it is and tells the uncomfortable truths. We want to be coddled. We want to be hugged, and especially women. I don't want to start like a gender conversation, but traditionally, you don't see that. Like, you don't really.
It tickles the ear.
Yeah, and I'm sorry. There's a whole lot of money to be made by telling people what they want to hear as opposed to what they need to hear.
Yeah.
So when you got Kevin Samuels coming out saying, "Hey, this is why you don't have a man, or a man wouldn't want you." Oh my God. Feelings. And there were people online celebrating his death. They were celebrating it.
Saturday, CL. And I'm about to go get the bottle of Douce for you.
And that's terrible.
Like damn, they're having like fucking celebration parties and shit. Like,
Yeah,
that shit was disgusting.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck who you are. That was disgusting.
right. There's people
Like,
I
I don't
don't
care.
like, but I'm not a Derek Jackson fan. But I would never be, I would never celebrate if he passed. I wouldn't.
Because at the end of the day,
That's still somebody's family.
Somebody lost him.
Yeah,
His mama had to learn about this shit through social media. Yeah, I mean, y'all over here celebrating this man's death because y'all didn't like him, but don't realize like his mama just lost her son.
Listen, if he was telling a bunch of lies and bullshit, it wouldn't be such a big deal. But the fact that people were celebrating his death and cheering and on him being hated so much just means what you think. He was telling some truth, and people don't want to hear that.
Yeah, and we all know that.
There you go, CL. There you go. He might pass, but the message is gonna live on. The message is gonna live on.
Cherry just said that on Facebook the other day. Like, I don't know why y'all celebrating his death. Like, you know what I mean? Just because he died, you still average, huh?
Yeah.
Just because he died, it don't make you a 10. That's what he said.
Right. Because it's facts. Like, and while I'm part of the sometimes it's the wrong messenger thing. I don't think it was the wrong messenger. I just think it was the wrong words. I personally believe that there's not even a nicer way that he could have said it, but I saw some of those interviews, and some of those, not all of them, but some of those interviews, he wasn't talking about her being a better woman. He was just putting her down. Some of them, but that was not his go-to. His go-to was not, I'm going to put you down and put you in your place. That wasn't always the way that he approached it. Sometimes he did, but it wasn't an every time thing. So I can't even say that was his brand. His brand was telling, like, for one, his brand was image consulting. So let's not forget that that's where the brand stems from. At the end of the day, I'm consulting your image on how you view whatever. What can you do better? Or how can you act better? Or, we always have the the expectation conversation for what men expect out of women, what women expect out of men, or that's just my preference. We have the preference conversation a lot. So, you have these preferences, but you don't even match you don't even match a quarter of what you prefer in a man. So how can you prefer that type of man and you're not living up to be the type of woman that he would even look for? Like, I don't think, like, if we're going to have, like, if we don't have to have it today, but on the preference topic, like, you can have a preference. That is 100% fine. But if you prefer a certain body type or a certain personality, you have to be the body type or the personality that complements that body type or personality. Like, you can't just be whatever the fuck you want to be and want your complete opposite and think that you deserve that. I disagree. Okay.
I gotta disagree too, because it's like somebody out there for everybody. Like, somebody like my fat ass.
I didn't say nobody would like you. I'm saying if that's your preference, that's your preference. You can't argue with anybody about their preference. But if you're not let's stick with the athletic chick and I'm fat. Let's stick with the generalized shit that most women will say. They want a nigga that's 6 foot or taller, that make X amount of dollars, that blah 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 blah. You're looking for a 50s stereotypical traditional man that's going to pay all of your bills and take care of you and blah 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 blah. Okay, well the men that are going to make 6 figures or more, the men that are going to go out and work hard and take care of the family and pay all of the bills and make sure that you don't want for nothing, wants a certain type. He don't want to go deal with a girl that's unagreeable. He don't want to go deal with a girl that's trying to be the head of the household, that's more masculine than him, or that's trying to be more masculine than him. He don't want that. So you can prefer that all you want to, but if you're not going to reciprocate the type of woman that he would go for, then your preference is wrong.
I disagree. There's no wrong preferences. This is where I kind of disagree with Kevin. You can want whatever you want. You can have your expectations. It doesn't mean, however, you're going to get it. And I'm not a fan of telling somebody what they're not going to get. Preferences. You can have your preference. You can have all of that, but I was never interested in trying to explain to somebody why they're unlikely to get it. It's just when you find yourself without it, you're going to have to figure that out for yourself. Like so you're not about to get women to. When have you ever seen a woman say, "Hey, you know what? That makes sense. I'll do something else." No, it don't work that way.
Let's take it off of gender. Let's take it off of gender and internalize it. Let's take it off of gender and generalize it, right?
Okay.
I would prefer to make $500,000 a year. If I'm not putting in no work to make $500,000 a year, then I'm not gonna make. I need to adjust my preferences. Yeah, I could prefer that, but if I'm not doing the work to make $500,000 a year, then how the fuck can I prefer to make that? If I'm not doing the work to do it,
you can prefer all you want. Work.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like I'm not, like I said, like saying that somebody's preference is wrong is illogical because, like you said, you can prefer whatever you want to, but there comes a point where you have to adjust your preferences. Like you can't just go on with the same preferences and now you're single your whole life because you've been chasing a 6-foot nigga that make $200,000 a year and you still trying to, be all the independent women, fucking Destiny's Child shit. You want to be an independent woman. Like once you get a man that is a man, whatever your definition of a man is, I don't give a fuck if you want a traditional man, a modern man, whatever your definition is of a man. Once you get that, you are no longer an individual. There is no more independent woman. You're not independent anymore. You are with someone. Because most of these women are talking about marriage. They're not talking about dating. They're not talking about flings. They're talking about marrying a nigga that make this type of money. When you get married, you are no longer one. You're no longer two people. Like there is no independence.
Facts.
Like you have to get to a point to where it's like, okay, this is what I prefer, but
I ain't gonna get it. I ain't gonna get it.
Yeah. Like you have to adjust your preferences. Like I don't understand.
Hey, some people are just gonna stay in the clouds, keep hoping, praying, and wishing, and that's fine. You have a right to do that. You have a right to do that.
They're gonna be fucking 50 years old, single.
That's okay. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that.
It just, I don't know.
Everyone,
and I know my outlook is gonna be different because I'm married. So I understand why my outlook is always different. I understand why my outlook is always based on, being married and all that type of shit. So and I'm happily married on top of that. So
there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. I just don't understand why people, if you were to go back at 19 and ask me and my wife what we preferred in our marriage, like our husband or wife, neither one of us would describe each other. Like at 19, I would not have described my wife as my wife. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't describe her as, what she is now. I grew to love that. I grew to fall in love with what she is now, but that wasn't my preference at 19 years old.
Well, that came with time.
Yeah, but people, my argument is that people won't change. They won't adjust their preferences, even though they keep striking the fuck out. How many times can you strike out before you change your preferences?
I agree.
Like if you keep going after the same woman, like let's put it on us, shit. If you keep going after the same type of woman if all you keep going after are, super thick girls, you love thick girls. That's my preference. I love thick girls. If you keep going after thick girls and you keep striking out, you're going to stop trying to get thick girls at some point.
Yeah, that might not be for you. You might have to go with a skinny mini, and that's nothing. That's okay.
Like, there it goes. There you go. The fuck?
That's just your parents.
Yeah. That's it.
All right.
That's it right there. Like,
yeah.
Thoroughly unimpressed.
I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense. That's a logical statement. I think a lot of people they're not having it. It's what I want. Is what I want. If it ain't that, fuck it. And I respect that.
And I'm down. Like if you are stuck in your ways and you do not want to change your preferences, by all means, you do that. But once you do that, you make sure that you are okay being alone.
There it is. As long as you're okay with that.
If you're okay with being alone, all right, cool. Don't change your preferences. Just know that you're going to be alone.
Yeah.
Because the older, like, and it's so fucked up because I argue with fucking Everett about this shit every time he bring it up. But the older you get as a person, fuck man or woman, the older you get as a person, your value decreases. Nobody wants a 40-year-old man that's still trying to find a fucking job to get, or that still is trying to, oh my God, how long you been on your job? Oh, about 2 years. Well, nigga, what the fuck did you do for the first 38? Like, don't nobody want a man that's still trying to figure life out at 40.
No, they don't.
And don't nobody want no woman that's still going after fucking athletes and fucking trust fund babies at fucking 30. Like, you 30 years old and you still trying to get a nigga that play in the NBA or that rap or that's an R&B singer or a nigga that fucking own 5, 10, 15 businesses, and you haven't done any work to try to attract that type of man. No, we don't want you no more. Like, there comes a point where you have to realize, no, you're not it anymore. You're not the draw anymore.
The draw. Yeah.
And it works on both sides. Like, because we're men, we usually talk about the woman's side, but it works on both sides.
It works on both sides. I don't know if I say it enough, but it works for us too. I mean,
yeah, don't nobody want no nigga at 50 that don't got a car, bro.
No.
You know how many stories we hear at work every day about niggas getting on the fucking buses trying to holler at these girls, niggas being in their 40s and 50s. Like, bro, don't nobody want you, nigga. You depend on me coming to do my job to get to yours.
Your job. Yeah.
The fuck?
Nobody wants that. It's the same thing. I don't say it as much because I don't. It don't apply to me, or I don't care. But
it don't apply to none of us. It's just, like I was telling Dion, like, these are conversations that we should have. Like, more often than not, you get a bunch of men in the room, and the only thing they can talk about is what women are doing wrong. Like, we need to normalize talking about what niggas be fucking up on, because niggas, like, and even if it don't extend to us, it's like, nah. Sometimes women be sometimes women be fucking justified in talking shit about men, because some of these men be on some bullshit.
Yeah, but there's a lot more avenues to talk about how men fuck up as opposed to how women fuck up. There's a lot more of that out there.
Yeah, for sure.
That's why people didn't like Kevin.
Yeah.
I mean, you could get on, turn on the talk, turn on The View, turn on whatever these shows are.
Any daytime show.
You can say whichever you want about men and make jokes. I dare you to turn on one right now where it's a bunch of men sitting around talking about, yeah, she can't cook. Yeah, she getting fat. See what happens.
Yeah.
You can't
out of there. You out of there. They make you niggas get on the internet with that shit. You can't get on TV. You got to go to the internet.
Get on Twitter and bash women. That's the only place you're gonna be
free. Yeah. You can't have a show on daytime TV on mainstream network. You know what?
Yeah. With stay-at-home wives and stay-at-home mothers and shit. Watch it. No.
Yeah. Do that. Try it. Yeah. My wife is an airhead. She can't do nothing right.
Calling your wife an airhead is fucking crazy.
My God.
Oh shit. So to end that piece anyway, rest in peace to Kevin Samuels. We didn't mean to make it a topic, but rest in peace, Kevin Samuels, your friends, family, fans, even the haters, because now the haters ain't got nothing to hate. So thoughts and prayers to everybody.
Also, he died the way I would like to die. He came
under a woman.
and then he went
on top of her.
Yeah,
down on top of her.
Inside of a nice young woman.
Dang.
He came and went at the same time.
He died the way he was born. He died the way he was born.
And we haven't touched it yet because it's not done, but we are going to get to this Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial.
That's going to be a whole episode. They changed the name to
Amber, isn't it?
It's almost done. It's close to done.
Okay, it'll still be relevant next week.
Yeah, it's wrapping up.
Well, next week we got. So fuck it. Let's make our announcements now.
Whoa there, buddy. Whoa there, buddy. Hold on. Hold on. They gotta wait a little bit.
They gotta wait. Okay.
They gotta wait.
Let us get through this episode first and promote Dion before we maybe go in.
Everybody go stream that. Run him up. He's definitely a talented young man.
Definitely. Sure.
Definitely bringing some quality content to the game. We support him, and he's a friend of the show.
Definitely. Thanks again, Dion, for showing up.
Yeah, thank you again for giving us your time.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Shout out to Dion. Dion can rap, and shout out to his wife that keeps him honest.
Yeah, and she was in this video.
Nigga, you've been outside too long. Bring your ass in the house.
Right.
I can respect that. So yeah, shout out Dion. Thank you for being part of the conversation.
What up, Trey?
We definitely got to get you back on. Next time we have Dion on, it'll just be to be here as part of the episode.
Yeah.
We just kind of wanted to get to know him. Outside of that, of course, merch is fucking available. It's a NCP New Year, fucking almighty. Available at Etsy, of course. What else? Subscribe to our Patreon, patreon.com/Normal Convos Pod. I think that might be it. Yeah, Annie, you missed a whole damn show.
She probably still recovering.
Happy birthday, Annie. Happy birthday, Annie.
She probably still recovering.
We can forgive Annie though, because Annie usually be here like the whole show too. Like,
right?
Yeah, for sure.
Shout out to Annie. Shout out to
and also something else that we missed. Happy fucking Mother's Day.
Oh damn! Yeah, happy belated Mother's Day, y'all.
Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. Thank you for not swallowing us.
I hate him.
Damn.
God, I hate him. Yeah. Happy Mother's Day.
Shout out to the Hard Knock Life podcast coming soon.
For sure. May 20th. Check that out. It's the Hard Knock Life podcast featuring Annie.
Check her out.
Are you okay, Annie? Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie?
Right.
For your
That's the real question. Annie is definitely not okay. She just
Annie,
woke up.
Okay.
Annie just woke up. But yeah, Etsy for our merch. Patreon.com/Normal Convos Pod. Shout out to our viewership, of course, on YouTube every Monday at 9:30. And sometimes on the weekends.
Yeah.
Shout out to our viewership, our listenership Wednesdays. Shout out to our listenership on Wednesdays, Spotify, Apple, Google Podcasts, Pandora, iHeart, Deezer, Steezer, all that good shit. I did that backwards. SoundCloud, of course. Facebook. If you're on Facebook, go to Normal Convos Pod on our pod page. You can listen to our episodes through there.
Yep. We everywhere, bitch. You ain't got
we everywhere. Yeah, we everywhere.
To not be getting all this fire.
All that fire.
All this fire.
Dylon,
because I spit hot fire.
I think that might be it. We got an announcement coming later in the week. The guys told me I can't do it now, so I'm not gonna do it now.
No Pod Daddy.
We let's promote this episode first.
Right.
But
no Pod Daddy.
We got an announcement coming later in the week. So stay tuned to your socials. I'm going to start promoting my Twitter again because just like Bobby said, we're starting to try to, get a presence on other social medias. Unfortunately, Facebook is just for an older crowd. So
nobody likes me on Twitter, so
it's for y'all old niggas.
I still ain't got no followers.
Nigga, I be going to Yo, did y'all see that fucking video I retweeted a couple days ago with a nigga that had the hentai in the background?
Oh, bro.
That nigga.
That shit was wild. Like,
I think the song is called "I Love Vagina" or something like that.
Is that hella cartoons? Fuck, never mind.
Yo,
go look at the tweet.
Go look at my tweet, man. Normal Convos Brew without the vowels. NRMLCNVS_brew.
BREW.
So, yeah. Or follow the pod. I might have did it on the pod too. I don't know. No, you can just search Normal Convos Pod on Twitter. Normal Convos Pod on Instagram. Podfather_official on Twitter and Instagram if you're just going to search the username. And Facebook. I think I changed my Facebook. No, I ain't changed my Facebook. No. Whatever. Any fucking way.
Normal Convos Brew on Facebook still.
Okay. Bobby, you want to throw yours back out there since you're getting active more often?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you can find me on Facebook at Normal Convos Bobby. You can find me on Instagram at normal_convos_Bobby. Oh, let me look at people while I'm talking. Be more personable while I'm playing. I'm over here playing.
Let me look at people.
Yeah, I'm over here playing Scott Pilgrim and shit because I'll be multitasking.
Let me look at my camera.
Right. While I'm talking to people. Let me start over. Find me on Facebook at Normal Convos Bobby. IG at normal_convos_Bobby. Twitter, I wanted to put Normal Convos Bobby, but it put me as at Bobby Convos. So and that's all one word. BOBBYCONVOS. Yeah, Aries the God 327 on TikTok, but
TikTok be on some bullshit. So yeah, we ain't even really been promoting on TikTok. We got a couple videos.
No, follow me on TikTok. I ain't gonna be on there no way.
So yeah, I'm gonna just watch the acid shake on there and then be on my way.
Yo. You can find the Medium Shirt Daddy everywhere. It's Everett Walker on Facebook for you old niggas. You can find me on Instagram at @thatguy_Everett. And also shouts out to Scalp Solutions Inc. Come get at me. Get that confidence back. Let me bring your hairline back. Get some confidence. Scalp Solutions _Inc.
This motherfucker shouted himself out this week. I'm proud
of
you.
Time.
I have to get better at that.
You, Everett.
It's about time.
Thanks, Pod Daddy. Thanks, Pod Brother.
Now you can't call me Pod Brother no more because that Pod Daddy shit sound wild, yo.
Oh shit.
How he my pod daddy? I'm the oldest.
I know, right?
I know, right?
I'm the youngest nigga.
Minister Society dad. I mean,
well, you know what? You could be my pod stepdad. You could be pod stepdaddy.
He'll buy you a bike. He can buy you a bike.
Yeah, you give me a scooter. You give me the scooter. He give me the bike.
I hate y'all.
You gotta call me daddy now.
You want the bike or not?
Wow. Buy a kid a bike and you're like, you gotta call me daddy now.
Oh man,
I'm a wild nigga, bro.
That is
Bye, Tremaine. Wild. You have a good day.
Thank you, Tremaine. You too. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
So before we get out of here, of course, shouts out to Dion Correct. Before we get to taglines. Before we get to taglines. Again, thank you, Dion Can Rap, for coming and showing us some love.
Again. For sure.
Thank you for being part of the conversation.
That king.
Shout out to QWOP, Queens with Attitude podcast. Shout out Pussy Talks podcast. Shout out Deep Throat Conversations.
Flavoring Your Ear.
Flavoring Your Ear podcast. Men versus Truth versus Women podcast. Go check out Everett on that podcast. That was a dope conversation. They had a conversation about toxicity. So that was actually a dope conversation. Shout out to It's a Hard Knock Life podcast coming May 20th, featuring Annie of QWOP and Pussy Talks. Did I miss anybody?
Horny Lazy Christian.
There you go. HLC. Shout out HLC. Shout out Matose Visuals, of course. Dating Big show fact. Coming soon.
Hey, put again for your filming needs. Y'all need to see his video.
Yeah, for sure. He on point. For sure. And I cannot think of the name of the podcast that he does film. I might have to get those from him. And again, of course, time is coming up. I will be in Philly June 4th and 5th for the Roots Picnic. Yeah. So if you see me out there, come holler at me. You stupid. I'll be out there doing interviews for the pod. Probably, I don't know if I'm gonna do vlog style or what. I haven't figured that out, but I will be doing interviews while I'm in Philly. So if you see me in the crowd, come holler. 90% of the time, I probably will have on this shirt or something else that I might come up with. I don't fucking know, but I'm gonna have our merch on. So if you see anything that say Normal Convos Pod, come fucking holler at me.
Just go up to me and say, and you get 15% off.
Yeah, for sure. 15% off. That might be our coupon code. Yeah, our coupon code. So yeah, June 4th and 5th, I will be in Philly. Actually, I'll be the 3rd. I'll be there 3rd, 4th, and 5th. But the 3rd, I'm going shopping. So don't talk to me on the 3rd. But the 4th and 5th, I'm there.
Nah, promo code.
Yeah, I might just go sit in the mall and just pass out shirts.
I'll take a free shirt.
I know, right? Who ain't gonna take a free shirt?
Who ain't gonna take a free shirt?
So for me, fuck.
United we bargain, divided we settle.
Focus on your account, not your edges.
Focus on your account, not your edges. When the facts change, I reserve the right to change my mind. And as always, every conversation that's normal is not a normal conversation.
Oh, okay. I can't hear Normal Convos. I can't hear the word normal without thinking anymore. Thanks to Everett, motherfucker.
Why like this nigga ain't got his wig? Why the nigga like he ain't put his wig on yet?
I know, right? I just woke up.
Oh shit!
Here we go.
You can't use the stocking cap color.
You can't see that shit.
Definitely just did.
Once I took the hat off, he would have never known.
Yeah, that's true.
Anime and video games are life.
Thanks.
Shout out to my kings and queens out there. Keep striving to be excellent because y'all already are. Shout out to the fans, the listeners, supporters, anybody who gave us a like, a listen, a shout out, a guest. Again, shout out to Dion Can Rap. Thank you again for coming through. Yeah, because it's really I mean this really, there's no us without y'all. We can't do our thing without y'all support. So thank y'all so much. Okay, so there's no growth, there's no comfort in your growth zone, there's no growth in your comfort zone. And if I had something else for it. I had something else for that tagline and I forgot it. But I do got another tagline that I stole from my uncle. You make millions or you make excuses. You can't do both. Bars.
That's dope. Like that's dope.
I like it.
I like that. Yo, self-improvement is the key. I'll say it again. Self-improvement is the key.
Say it again because it's facts.
Hey, self-improvement is the key.
Big facts.
For sure. Hey, listen, those that say you can't or you won't, just afraid of the fact that you will. Also, you might want to wipe front to back. You just might want to.
Or just wipe. Just make sure your ass clean.
Yeah, you know, your little wipey.
Get a bidet.
Some flushable wipes, you know.
Get a bidet. Who got money to throw away on the bidet? And the toilet. What was this?
You can get the attachable ones.
Yeah, that's water, bro.
All right. We about to get up out of here. We ain't talking about this. This wasn't supposed
talking about wiping your ass. All right.
Make you feel some type of way.
Yeah, about wiping ass. Look at him. He said you might want to wipe from the back and feel some type of way about wiping ass.
Mean, I'm helping you out. You butthole Brewster. So I'm trying to tell you how to wipe. Like I'm helping you out indirectly. So.
Well, yeah, but I can wipe front to back after that water, clean everything for me.
Hey, y'all, it's been a fantastic episode. Thank you to Dion Can Rap. Thank you to Dion Can Rap for coming through. We're not going. We did not mean for you to come on an episode about ass wiping. We're sorry.
This every week.
For sure. Facts. So yeah, for our viewership, thank y'all for tuning in. We will see y'all next Monday. Y'all have a good week. Y'all have a productive week. Do something every day. Productive. Whether you are building a business or not, do something to make your life more productive.
Something.
For our listenership, y'all have a good Wednesday. Y'all have a good hump day. Hump something if you can.
Hump something.
And definitely hump something for me. And Bobby will be living vicariously through the humpers.
Yes, definitely
for the foreseeable future. So send all of your
porn historian.
Send all of your sex stories and porn documentaries to Bobby's inbox.
Yes, I'll be Penthouse, new AKA Penthouse. Send shit to my email, dear Penthouse. Yeah, all right. Do it like that.
Dear Bobby House. Oh shit! And as usual, we will check y'all niggas next week. We are almighty. The fuck out of here.